Side of the vehicle once again. There you go.
You idiot!
Let's go back to that one. All right, so this one is definitely going to be that side of the vehicle path of travel violation style thing. Now, this right here, this right here, right there, is what I typically see and what you typically see when you're out riding, okay? You have somebody waiting to turn, correct? So whenever you see somebody waiting to turn, it should put you into an orange stage. Now, one thing I want you to pay attention to is this speedometer when we're getting close to it. Now, it's not about how fast he's going. It's about what happens to the speed. So we're going to watch it real quick. Don't even pay attention to the car. 40 now, okay? I know the YouTube bar is right there, but now we're going 40, okay? So 48 to 40, and that's all it took to prevent you from pretty much being like right here, okay? That's what it took. So this little space that we gave ourselves by decelerating bought us time within here to make a decision. So what's going to happen here is this vehicle is going to keep going this way, and then you're going to have a gap open up probably like right here. And that is what happens when you give yourself some time by deceleration, okay? If now he's going 32. I know I'm in the way. He's going 32 miles an hour, so he's decelerating even more and bought himself even a bigger gap behind the vehicle. So that's what I wanted you guys to see on that one, but let's go ahead and move forward just a little bit more on this. And so we should be in orange stage. Now, what is he doing? He doesn't have his hands on the brakes. He's getting ready to honk his horn. Okay, so this is, to me, a wasted movement. I would rather keep my hands all the way wrapped around those handlebars and those grips and reaching with my fingers on both ends and just covering and getting ready, okay? Now, it doesn't mean I'm going to slam the brakes and the clutch at the same time when I get into a panic. What it means is I'm getting ready for something. So if I have to decelerate, and that's how I'm going to, or if I'm going to have to engine brake and decelerate, I'll do that. If it means I have to squeeze that front brake, I'll do that. It all depends on what it is that I need to do. But right here, when you go into orange stage, don't use your horn, cover those brakes instead. That's all that is. That's all that is. I just want you guys to remove some of these wasted movements in that aspect. So cover those brakes. Okay, so this right here is the moment he perceived that it was going to be a threat. So he perceived, because watch his right hand, perceived, and now, soon as he touches, that's the reaction. So at this point, all we have is total stopping distance up until we get to that car. So we have this much room. So great. Now we have the total stopping distance for our braking for the red stage maneuvers. But what do we have when it comes to the secondary backups? Now, I like to swerve way more than brake, but I will brake then swerve, or swerve then brake if I have to. But if I have to, I'm going to go into this next lane, and then if I have to, again, get back into my lane. That way I can still maintain that gap behind the vehicle. So always have a backup. Just remember to remove that horn from your emergency set of skills and utilize the horn in the yellow set or maybe even the orange set, to where it's not an emergency. I have to do this in order to save my life. It's more of a, hey, look at me. Okay, now I have to save my life. Now I'm going to go do something else. Don't use it in your emergency kit, okay? Think of it as like it's inside your trauma kit. And the only thing that really saved him was the braking. Okay, we're going 29 now. The only thing that really saved him was the braking. But prior to all of this, side of the vehicle. Side of the vehicle should really set you up for having this mentality of something is going to happen, okay? Right there, going to orange stage. Simple as that. I think there's more. I think there's more to it when it comes to motorcycles. You know what I mean? Oh, I didn't know there's more.
Are you that impatient that you have to almost kill us?
No, I was not going to kill y'all.
You pulled out in front. It wasn't safe for you to pull out. You nearly pulled out in front of me. With my girlfriend on the back of this thing, it's hard to stop. That was dangerous, and it scared the crap out of both of us.
Well, I apologize.
Thank you. Thank you for apologizing. Only pull out if it's safe to do so, please.
Okay.
Thank you very much, and have a great day. I'm sorry for yelling at you.
That's all right. I understand.
Okay, have a good day.
All right, so that last section now, this is kind of going back to what you said, Angel Crisis, is that the adrenaline, the fear that was associated with this this motorcyclist really overcame a lot of the judgments of what he should have done. He did a good job though. He spoke his mind. He spoke what he had to say. I didn't know he had a passenger on the back this whole time. So even with that, guys, if you're gonna have a passenger, you still need to practice your red stage maneuvers. You can still practice with a passenger in a parking lot of your braking and swerving. That way you have more of a confidence in case some of these things happen. One of the things here that I really want to take away is you can hear it in his voice. Okay, you can hear it in his voice towards the end. That men, this is typically the voice we have when we are overwhelmed with something. Okay, you start to get, it's like your trachea starts to close in a little bit. And the thing is, that is a lot of fear. It's a lot of and it's hard for men to speak about emotions, but it's a lot of fear involved in that. Just listen to his voice. Just listen to his voice towards the end.
For you to pull out, you nearly pulled out in front of me. With my girlfriend on the back of this thing, it's hard to stop. That was dangerous, and it scared the crap out of both of us.
Well, I apologize.
Thank you.
Trying to do that.
Thank you for apologizing. Only pull out if it's safe to do so, please.
Okay.
Thank you very much, and have a great day. I'm sorry for yelling at
No,
you.
that's all right. I understand.
Okay, have a
The
good day.
please. The please. I heard it. Scary.